Shopping spree is next Thursday, and we got some more homeless friends in studio, right, Keith?
Yeah, morning.
Morning.
Yeah, next two contestants for our homeless shopping spree.
Yeah.
A couple fellas from downtown.
Downtown, eh?
Yep, we got Joe.
What's up, Joe?
Morning, everyone.
What's up, sir?
How you doing, Joe?
Pretty good this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cold out there, though, huh?
Yes, last night
Son
was
of
one
a-
of the coldest ones so far.
Yeah.
Where'd you sleep last night, Joe?
I had to get up from where I was laying at, actually, and take a walk, you know?
Why?
Walk around.
Yeah.
Too cold. You
Yes,
freeze.
Yeah.
Where,
crazy out there.
Where did you start the night?
At, Varick and Charleston.
Right on the sidewalk?
Well, it's
In a
like
doorway?
a restaurant right there.
Right.
And it's a nice little doorway or whatever, and I lay there.
But it got too cold, and you had to get up and move around, get the blood
That's a
flowing.
windy street anyway, so with
Yeah,
the
why are you
wind
picking a
blowing-
windy street, then?
Huh?
Why are you picking a windy street?
I basically because it's safe. You know, don't really nobody bother me if I have my head turned around or whatever. I just feel safe a little bit anyway, you know.
Right, I hear you. How long you been homeless?
Off and on, I guess, really like since 96.
96.
Well, that's a long time. And by the way, that would work because the two nines, 19.
Anthony.
What? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just so fixated on the glasses instead of somebody's life, I guess. Jesus. 96?
13
That's
years?
a long-ass time.
Well, that's when it started. That's what I'm saying. When
Yeah.
I eventually first became homeless, you know, I've had a room or so since then. But
Yeah. Ever so, what happened? Like, what was the straw that broke the camel's back and got you out of a home?
Actually, my kids' moms got tired of me
Yeah.
drinking and doing other things and
What are the other
kicked
things?
my ass out.
What other thing? Like,
Heroin.
oh shit,
Heroin.
that'll do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a big other thing.
That is a big, yeah, really.
Other
You pop the
thing,
pill
yeah.
every once in a while, Mandian or something.
And,
They know we were
it's
talking
been hell
about
ever
horse.
since.
Are you still,
Not right now, no. I'm not drinking or anything at this moment.
so you're clean? So you're close to having a home
The
then?
only thing I have is in me is I'm on a medication pack, so that's it.
For the mind?
How'd you get off the heroin?
Methadone at first, then I went to detox.
Damn.
Methadone.
Shit.
Oh.
Jesus.
All right. Well,
I got
damn.
sick off the methadone, and I was like, it made me feel just like if I was doing the heroin, so I was like, I got to come off of it. So.
Now, let me ask you a question. Anybody, can an average motherfucker just end up homeless? Like, will I be homeless? I don't feel like I'm crazy. I don't feel like I'm on.
Mustard is going to explain how that could happen.
Can you just be a regular motherfucker and just be like, I don't have a home and that's it?
It can happen.
You sound like Ice-T.
Yeah.
He does.
No, I was thinking it's you kind of remind me of the young Red from Shawshank Redemption. It's a little,
Yeah, because you just don't. I don't dismiss homeless people in mental. I learned about bread from a home. Like why bread is fattening, it just soaks up all from a homeless guy who just was motherfucker. But he was explaining how bread works, and this guy, what's your name again, bro?
Joe.
Joe doesn't. He just sounds like a dude. He
sounds
doesn't sound like a fucking character. Just a dude.
A dude that went wrong.
Yeah, and I'm
Yeah,
trying to
yeah.
figure out, can I fucking just end up in the goddamn streets as a dude?
I know. You ever think that? Sometimes you're like,
All the time, nigga.
Joe, what was your job when everything started going bad? Or what was your career? Or what were you doing in general?
I worked with basically doing a lot of labor work, but my last job I worked at John Roselli's antique store at
And this was 96.
77 No, this was like a couple of years ago. This was like in 2000
So you don't have that many gaps in your resume then, like from 93 to 2007. So when people are looking at a resume, if you go get a job, there's
it's not majority of my stuff was off the books. Except for like John Roselli, so it's like, if I didn't save no money, I didn't have no money.
What happened with that job?
I didn't hear you.
Sorry, what happened with that job?
the antique. He stole some shit. I know.
Nah.
Stole a Chinese lamp. Sold it for heroin.
Actually, I walked off. Truthfully.
You just left.
Yeah.
Why?
Because
Guy was treating him like dog shit.
They actually treated me real good.
They did.
Yes.
So why'd you walk?
Because I didn't want to do anything stupid.
In terms of what you was having thoughts?
You start drinking and stuff, and
you started doing.
Yeah, but wouldn't a job help you from not drinking?
He started fucking up again, and they were so nice to him that he knows how he is when he fuck. So he was actually trying not to burn a bridge
before he
turned into the Hulk. He left. The Black Bruce Banner. He was walking. He came to work and he was gonna kill an old white bitch that was like, "Excuse me, young Negro, how much is this fucking brooch?" And he's like, "Who the fuck you talking to, you white bitch? I'll kill you in this poodle. I'll choke this shit out of you. Ask me for another old lamp."
Is that about
Funky
right, Joe?
bitch?
Is that about right?
He's gonna kill a motherfucker.
Patrice nailed it. So are you ready to go back to work, you think?
yes,
Soon?
eventually I am. I'm basically trying to put on a little more weight. I either have to go in the shelter or something to get the proper rest. And I need living out here. I mean, I could work, but sleeping out here, whatever, so that's where I was telling the officer bringing me up here that I have to go inside. I got to get a roof over my head first.
A shave. This dude, I'm looking at both of them. And no offense, what's your name, brother?
Mustard. That's Mustard.
I'm sorry.
We're going to talk to Mustard in a minute.
No offense to Mustard, but
Joe looks ready to
Joe looks
join
like
the
you
workforce.
can fucking fit him with. Mustard has the look of a dude that
would kill you.
That left for some reason. Not saying he look bad though. I'm saying as I'm looking at Joe and I'm looking at Mustard, fucking Mustard looks like he.
What you want me to do? Take my sneakers off?
I'm saying you look like you could just be lined up.
Yeah, you look like you're ready to go. Yeah.
Little drops in the eyes to get rid of the fucking, the brownness of the white part. You know what I'm saying? And this motherfucker don't look like you. I'm sitting here going, he's scaring me. Like, cause I'm like, Tippy Tom and them, you be like, okay, there you go.
Wait. He scares you because you feel like that could happen to you.
Because this shit doesn't seem that far from
Joe, how do you make your money on the street?
None of us.
Sometimes cans, but basically I dig in the dumpsters for like aluminum, brass, copper, stuff like that.
Yeah. And how do you eat?
Buy myself something, go to churches,
Right.
I have I used to carry a list. I didn't had it. I basically know where, whatever area I'm in on average, like who's feeding at this time or whatever.
Sure.
I treat myself to, to some food.
Yeah, right on, man. Wow. Well, you're going to join the homeless shopping spree. You're going to get some.
Scary.
You're going to get some stuff from us and the listeners next Thursday.
This is the fucking reason why I like my monster movies to be like the motherfuckers just be like Jason and shit. Like
real monsters.
You just want your homeless people to be crazy motherfuckers you don't want to know.
Right.
I'm getting all fucking fucked up with Joe right now, and I'm like, you just want to be like, crazy guy.
They call it there, but for the grace of God.
Fucking. Like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah, when you guys went out, was it just that was it overnight, or was it a slow transition into homelessness, or was it just boom? I had a bed yesterday, and now I'm on the sidewalk.
It's gradual, then sudden. You understand what I mean? It's gradual and then sudden.
And with that, this is Mustard.
Does that make sense?
Well, no. Explain, please.
Well, let's start from the beginning, Mustard.
Okay, as he was saying, I used to be a normal person. I like starting the story this way. I used to be a normal person. I had a beautiful wife. I had a groovy home in a really nice part of town. I had a really expensive dog. $2,000 that fucking dog cost us.
Weren't you in a Metallica video too?
I was, indeed, until it sleeps. I've been on a lot of TV.
This is East Side Dave from the future.
Yeah. What do you mean you were in a lot of TV? What else that we would know?
I grew up in Hollywood. I grew up in Hollywood, California. I'm working in the industry. Bless you. I'm working in the industry since I was a little kid. My first job, my first booking gig, my first working gig was print work for a Broadway catalog.
But some of the stuff we would know you from, obviously a Metallica video.
Wonder Years. There's a TV show called The Wonder Years.
There
was an episode of that. I can't remember what it was called. Soccer. They play soccer.
They play soccer, and you're playing
I'm on the soccer team. Fred Savage. He joins the soccer team, and I'm one of the goobers on the soccer team. Done a few music videos. Is he looking up the Until Sleeps videos? Is that what he's doing?
Yeah.
And And I got no beard. I got long hair. I got hair down to my ass and no beard.
Well, what part did you play in Until It Sleeps?
It's there's a sequence. Well, the whole thing is based on Salvador Dali.
Yep.
His interpretation of hell, and there's a shot where it's Jesus Christ is being held up by the three wise men while a group of people pelt tomatoes at him, and I'm one of the three wise men.
Oh, okay.
It's me and
Jesus
two old guys.
Christ. So when Until It Sleeps, this song's what, 10 years old?
Yeah, about. Like that.
So you were still riding high about 10 years ago.
Yeah.
You were doing all
I
right.
was doing all right. Doing all right.
All right, continue.
And, yeah.
Then a bunch of people died on me.
Really?
That happens to all of us.
Yeah, I know.
And that's what it's the snap.
But that's what somebody said, the straw that broke the camel's back.
Right. That was your catalyst.
You know, I had there's some other shit I could tell you about my childhood. You want to go through that?
Yeah,
abuse
we all had
and
the bad
sexual and
childhood.
physical abuse and mental abuse and all that. We can go through that if you want. But whatever. So the straw that broke the camel's back was a bunch of people died on me. All right, very suddenly. All right in a row.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
And I got really depressed. It depressed the hell out of me. And everything just kind of fell away. Everything just kind of fell away.
Really?
I lost the job. I lost the nice cushy job that I had where I was making way more money than I should have been doing.
What was the job?
I was selling vitamins over the phone. Wholesale.
Wait, that was him.
The point is I'm just sitting there doing nothing.
Right.
Making
Right
way
there.
more money than I deserve to be
Hold on.
making.
You're right there.
There I am.
All the way to the left.
All the way on the left with the long red hair,
cloak.
right?
Yeah, that's me.
And the big fucking Pope hat.
Yeah, the big Pope hat, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
You're a young guy, right?
Yeah, I'm 33 years old. Everybody thinks I'm 50.
I'll be 48 Sunday.
You look
Almost
good for
48
48,
years
Joe.
47, yeah.
Black don't crack.
Black don't crack, yeah, right.
That's what they say.
That's what they say.
So,
God damn.
So you were selling vitamins over the phone, making a lot of money.
Yeah.
You had the wife.
And
you
I
had
was
the nice
working
dog.
periodically in TV and movies. I've worked both behind and in front of the camera.
Sure.
I've even done craft services. You know, I've done all sorts of things.
So you got a hospital band on too, though.
Oh,
like-
yes, I'm a Fall Risk. I think I'm going to call my band Fall Risk. I've decided.
What is that? Oh,
It means
Fall Risk?
Fall Risk. Because one of the, I'm a chronic alcoholic.
Uh-huh.
In fact, I have some alcohol on me right now.
No, you don't.
Oh, yeah, don't tell anybody. Don't tell Keith the cop that. Sometimes I black out when I fall.
Oh, you'll just black out and fall down?
Yeah.
Shit.
And it's funny because when I lost everything, I was sober. You know, it wasn't until I came out in the streets that I started drinking this way. I went to Washington Square Park one day, and a man named Luders Massilian, an old man from Trinidad who grew up actually in Montauk, Long Island, he hands me a Poland Spring bottle and says, "Here, vodka." And it's kind of been really downhill ever since then.
Wow, you kind of were digging the vodka and...
It's an addiction, you know. As my friend Donnie would say, alcohol is a hell of a drug, man. It's a hell of a drug.
I see you're not doing well, man. Hey, white boy. I know you call him a white boy, too. Hey, white boy, here, try this. This will make you feel better.
That man drinks a gallon a day. Ludus Massilian, Ludus, he drinks a gallon of vodka every day. We call it the 1516. It's $13.99 with tax. It comes to 1516. I wrote a song about it. It might be all that you need, the sweet 1516. He's obsessed. He's obsessed with his vodka, with his Georgie, specifically Georgie vodka in Poland Spring bottles. He drinks nothing else. He will drink nothing else.
that's not a bad idea.
What's the drive that keep both of you guys, man, Joe, what's the drive to keep you from just not jumping in front of a garbage truck and say, fuck it, this is just why why live? What's the future? Because you live because you think there's always a future. Mm-hmm. Do you see a future? And and what's your future like? What do you want out of the future?
I make music. Out of all of this whole story, the end, not the end of the story, the middle of the story, before I came to New York, I started writing music. I started making music. So for me, that's what it's about for me right now. I'm living by music. I imagine Joe's probably living for his kids more than anything else.
Yeah, that's what I was getting ready to say.
Yeah.
They give me a...
How old are your kids, Joe?
29... 20 and 18. Well, 19 and 17, but both of all our birthdays in December. It's come on the 13th. Yasin's the 17th. Yusef's the 23rd. And my oldest son, Joseph Jr., his is November the 5th.
Wow.
You know,
how old is your oldest?
I can honestly say 29. I can honestly say I really haven't been
You don't look like you should have a 29-year-old kid, Joe. Wow.
Well, he's almost 50.
I know, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Fucking Keith, can you go out and find some fucking crazy bums? Like, can you?
Yeah, you should bring
What's the matter with you? You bring these guys and they fucking human beings.
Well, you know,
Where's one with a fucking arrow through his head from
we tried to
fucking
mix it up a
62?
little bit. Last week, those guys.
We want them foaming at the mouth.
Yeah, like a fucking.
So we don't have
fucking-
any emotions for
Well,
them.
Liquor Man last
Jesus
week was
Christ,
pretty
look at
fucking
Joe.
off his rocker.
Yeah.
Well,
Those
what?
guys last week were crazy.
Get closer to the mic.
I don't mean to. I don't mean
Not
to.
anyone, but
I don't want to sound like
you're
I
not
take.
saving any money and you lose your job when companies emerge. It can happen to
Oh,
some people.
damn.
And you guys had nobody around. I don't mean to sound like I'm taking something for granted, but you guys had nobody around because I've thought about this. You know, I work in entertainment. I'm like, homelessness is not that far away if I don't play my cards right.
Especially these days.
But I always say, well, God damn, somebody in my family will let me live with them. Like, you had nobody around you. Like, you said you had a wife. She wasn't like, dude, come sleep on the couch, man, so the next Metallica video comes along. Huh?
She took off on me.
She split.
Well, she took off with a woman.
But your kids, man, your kids.
Whoa.
I heard that. I heard that. She took off with a woman named Sinead.
Your wife left you for a woman?
Yes, sir.
And you're not into that? You could have had a home, fucking Mustard.
Right.
If you just say, hey, baby, do your thing, you should have told me.
Nah, honestly.
Mustard and his bitches, nigga. There's the sitcom.
That's supportive of me. You know, I have clothes there. She stays in Orange, New Jersey.
Why don't you go live with her, man?
I go there, take a shower, eat, whatever. Then after football games over the weekend, you know, I was actually thinking about going there today because of the coldness last night or whatever, you know. And you know, she's very supportive of me, you know. But I don't know. I'm not really helping out with the rent, even though she paying. You know, whether you know the kids say, well, whether you here or not, she still got to pay the bills. So, you know,
What's the evil part, Joe?
What's the
evil? What's the shit? Because we getting the part of where you go, oh man. But what's the shit we go, oh, man, you motherfucker, Joe. Like, what'd you do? Like, what was the bottom to anybody? Like, what was the bottom of where motherfuckers would go, Joe, I think you need to like not ever show up. You know.
No, I can
Was you knocking your woman
I was at
out?
my sister's house, my aunt come over. I mean, I can go to my family.
Right.
You know, my mom's passed away. My pops, you know, he's still living, you know, but I don't be around them when I'm out in the street or whatever, and you know, so
what
I stay away.
What did you do? Did you ever like hit your wife? You ever hit your kid? Like in a fit of being drunk or whatever? And same thing to you, Mustard. Like you ever do some shit like you just like, I got to keep away from people.
She used to beat me up.
Really?
That was the straw that broke her camel's back. We were fighting for like 3 days. 3 days straight. Okay. Somebody called the cops. The cops show up. In California, they have a law. If there's a domestic dispute, complaint or whatever, they have to arrest somebody. Because at some point, sometime a long time ago, they used to just let people walk away and then come back. And some guy came back and killed his wife.
didn't know that.
So now it's like, no, they got to arrest somebody.
And it was you or her?
Usually it's the man.
Right.
But I had blood all over my face.
So they arrested her.
They arrested her. She did not like that.
That cunt. Mustard had a future.
Yeah, Mustard
She's a very
did.
passionate
See what happens?
person.
Loving these bitches. Good for Tiger.
She's a very passionate person. All the people I've ever loved have been very passionate people.
Mustard, you seem very aware. Are you going to get your shit back together?
I gotta get my shit together.
Do you want to?
Could have been, should have
Or
been.
maybe he's not.
No, that's I'll do that. No, that's a song I wrote. That's a song I wrote.
Right.
Gotta get my shit together. I do that all the time. Don't do that, OP. Come on, don't do that.
Yeah, that was. I like that song. That was better than any song on Joe's CD.
Thank you.
Joe, you play, not Joe.
I play guitar.
Mustard, you play guitar?
I play guitar. I have
Wait, do we have a guitar in this joint?
Yes. Yeah. Somebody have a guitar?
I want to hear him fucking.
Yeah, we got somebody looking for one.
All right, yeah, we got to see.
Now, I've written some really good songs.
Right,
I have a CD, but I'm not sure if it works.
Mustard, you have a Facebook too?
Yes, I have a Facebook and a MySpace.
A homeless guy with a Facebook, MySpace.
I know homeless people with
He's
Blackberries.
got a fucking CD, he just
Dude,
said.
man, I know homeless people with Blackberries, man. Only in America. Only in America.
Can I ask Joe something? I both you guys, I guess, but mostly Joe. Is it easier to be homeless? Easier to be on the streets? Because we hear that from time to time. But there's a lot of pressure when when you clean your shit up and you gotta like have responsibilities and stuff. Do you want to be homeless?
It's stressful.
Yeah.
Which way? being homeless?
Yeah.
Well, today it has to be stressful. I walk from the garage to here,
Cold.
and I'm like, Lordy, Lord, like, you know, woo.
I know.
I got a button. I should get a scarf for
I
it.
was
Like,
doing that
so
too.
there's somebody that he lives out there,
Right.
But like, I would think not being on the grid at least gives you an advantage. Where, I mean, in the summertime, if you're chilling and this and that, and you find, but you know what? It can't be. Living on the street cannot be.
People always say that they'd be like, yeah, it's getting ready to get cold or whatever, but like really living on the street, whether it's hot or cold, really is not good for a person.
Hey, Mustard,
not
how do you
good for a
update your
person.
site?
Well, Anthony, speaking of that, I was wrong. Dickie Punchcock writes, it's actually filthy Facebook.
Oh, Jesus.
The library. I go to the library.
Oh, the library.
Yeah, library. And the Apple Store is good for certain things, but I like the library. I go to the library.
You're punching up shit at the Apple Store?
Where's the good indoor place to
Note to
sleep?
self, never go to
Joe,
Apple
I
Store
still
again.
don't understand though, man. You got your sister who's got clothes and shit for you. Why don't you just go stay with her and get a job at a fucking 7-Eleven and get on your feet? And I don't understand why
You can snap. Thanks. She don't feel safe.
I'm really asking.
She don't feel safe.
He's saying he said he don't want to stay there. He said that.
Because he knows.
Wait, let's ask him. Joe, why don't you want to stay with your wife?
No,
his
his sister.
sister.
I mean, his sister. I'm sorry,
I mean, I don't-
sister.
You know, I've stayed there at times, but I just always leave. I go out to work with her in the morning. You know, she works at a college, and then from there I just get on the train or the bus.
And she has expectations. That's another thing. She's trying to better him. And he go there, she's on his ass like, Joe, the fuck you doing? And he's like, man, I just want to take a shower and
Well, he's saying he's
think about heroin.
He's saying she doesn't do that. So that's what I'm respectfully asking you. What's stopping you from just living there with her and saying, I'm ready. I'm going to get my shit together. I'm going to be
20 degrees.
Is it like, are you like a guy like in Vietnam? Are you like Christopher Walken in Deer Hunter where you're like, I ain't coming back. I'm fucking staying here. Is it like at that point where you're just lost in the jungle or,
No.
Nice walking.
Well, what's preventing you from just...
Yeah, there's a restlessness there, Joe. Like it looks like you don't feel comfortable just being in the house there, and are constantly leaving.
Maybe so. I mean, maybe because I'm not help providing or whatever, I feel, like that because I'm not really giving anything, at the time. Which she don't, she's very supportive.
Like, is this couch getting uncomfortable? You need some bottles or some shit on it, or you gonna get up and walk away?
It's amazing the relationship you develop with cardboard.
Fucking A, man. I'm trying to prepare myself for homelessness, nigga. I'm sleeping on the floor later.
Collect cardboard.
Let's get back to Mustard. So Mustard, where do you sleep every night?
Various places. We find our places. Sometimes sleep on the subway, certain doorways, as he was saying. In the summertime, in July, it's fine.
easy,
you can kind of crash anywhere you want.
Any great indoor
There's a couple
during the
of
day places where they don't fuck with you? You can just, if you find a
around
little
the
spot-
library. I love the
The
library.
library don't fuck with you.
I
You
go to
can
libraries all the time. Librarians are assholes, but they don't fuck with you.
I think librarians fuck with like crazy homeless guys, like you were talking about. If they start, going nuts.
Hey, I'm one of those, right
Yeah,
now.
he's a fucking crazy homeless
I'm
guy.
lucid right now. But I've been psych ward. I've had my crazy
have
moments.
you? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You just seen Keith because
Wait,
wait a minute. You just seen Keith when Mustard got up to come over here.
He's watching Danny like a.
and
he's watching
Keith
Mustard
is
like
like,
a hawk,
you
I should say.
don't let Mustard fool you, motherfucker.
Mustard,
He got nervous there, right, didn't he?
Mustard, let's get into the crazy thing. What's the craziest thing you did out there on the street?
I bite people.
Oh, that's good.
God damn.
I walk around and
Here
talk
we
to
go.
myself. I walk around and talk to myself all the time.
Do you have voices that you listen to?
No. I have conversations with myself and other people who aren't there.
Right.
But I don't have auditory hallucinations, no.
Okay.
No.
So why are you talking to yourself?
I got no one else to talk to.
Makes sense.
Fair enough, nigga.
He's got an answer for everything.
Fair enough.
He's got an answer
I
for
got
everything.
shit to
Yeah.
say, motherfucker.
big old
I got
lonely
shit to
house.
say.
Fair.
Keep the cop, everyone.
I mean, less than 14 hours ago, he wasn't a pair of handcuffs. I mean,
Oh, okay. Why? What'd you do?
I don't know. I don't even remember.
he was pretty tanked last night.
Yeah.
When we finally ran into him.
Why
I was sitting on the stoop waiting for my friend Miguel,
I think
whose
he might
wife
have
took
been
that
a little
picture.
belligerent.
A little belligerent.
So he
I tend
ended
to
up
be
in a pair of
belligerent,
handcuffs,
yes.
which kind of made my job a little easier. But
And you don't mind, Mustard, you don't mind Keith even though he's arresting you?
Nah,
It's such a weird fucking relationship.
it
this
is.
guy's
It really
got.
is. You have no idea. The relationship I've developed with the 6th Precinct, it freaks me out.
Why?
It freaks me out.
That was such.
But the 6th Precinct, my perimeter is 14th Street, Broadway, Houston, 6th Avenue. That's pretty much, I stay within those.
Gotcha.
You know, this is really uptown for me right now.
You ever think about committing a crime? Like you go try to rob a bank, and if you succeed, you got some money. If you don't, you get 20 years in fucking
Indoors.
in warmth. Yeah.
You ever been to prison?
Yeah.
What's in warmth? What you mean in warmth?
He's talking about prison.
Oh no, like you just do something, you just inside for the rest of your
just to
fucking
go
life.
there?
Yeah.
Nah, that's stupid.
Yeah.
Freedom. I want freedom.
I'm sorry.
These
You
fuckers
can
want
take away the
freedom.
home, but you cannot take away
Fair
my
enough.
freedom.
The word freedom, that's a great argument. I'm sorry.
Prison must be fucking horrendous. If homeless guys are like, no fucking way.
No kidding.
It's gotta really suck, man.
Either one of you guys.
Lock 'em up, right?
Either one of you guys go.
Not
All right, Patrice.
lock 'em up, no.
Either one of you guys go underground ever?
You mean like Subway?
Well, no. I mean, we hear about the mole people, which fascinates the hell out of us.
Oh,
People that
the
live
tunnels?
underground. Yeah, the tunnel people and
No,
all
I've never
that.
been down there. I don't know.
No. Is that bullshit or is that real?
No, I think that's real.
No, I've seen people walk that way, but I can't really like verify for myself.
Right,
I've
right.
seen it.
I'm pretty sure it's a real thing, though.
And I saw a documentary once.
Yeah, there's
They say there's thousands of people living below the streets
Yeah.
of New York right now as we
In
speak.
old tunnels that aren't being used anymore, yeah.
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 Well, Mustard's got a guitar
Oh,
in
yeah.
front of him. You want to play something for us?
Okay.
Blast us out some tunes.
There's a song I wrote about Salvador Dali and biting people.
15, 16?
Joe, you know his song 1516?
No, I just heard him say it.
Yeah, it sounds like a song we want to hear, right?
Might be all that I need. That's not what I'm going to play, though.
All right.
Trouble, buzzing all this shut up in your window, getting to me. Fall line and fall down fast. Never mind how long it lasts. Baby, ain't got no better to be. And oh, am I to drink my wine? Although I refusing to say all this. Trouble on the double, baby, buzzing, culture bubbling all over me. It's not like it's the first time, no. So next time, won't you remember to forget about the last time we met. About time and trouble, baby, bouncing all this rubble has got on the better of me. Stumble through, stumble past. Never mind how much they ask. All in all, nothing. And who am I to question what when all the world that's how it should be? All this trouble on the double, baby, buzzing, culture's bubbling all over me. It's not like it's the first time, no, so next time, won't you remember to forget about the last time we met. It's not like it's the first time, no, so next time, won't you remember to forget about the last time we met.
Holy shit. Jesus Christ. You just blew Anthony away, man. Anthony was looking at me like, what the fuck?
Fucking good.
Remember to forget.
The guy's got a good fucking powerful voice.
Dude, I would fucking listen to that shit all day long.
It's good stuff.
Yeah.
That's real good stuff.
Why am I living on the streets,
We're
motherfucker?
in a wacky world here.
A terrible world, man. Wacky makes it sound wonderful. It's a terrible world, man.
It's a horrible
Fucking mustard mayor.
That's a
Mustard.
fucking voice
Jesus
right there.
like
mayor.
Like
God
fucking
damn.
fall down drunk
What the
or whatever,
fuck?
right? What the there's money. There's cocksuckers making money, right?
Yeah.
With no talent.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And they don't drink, right?
Yeah.
Talentless, sober motherfuckers. He could fall down, but what the fuck?
I might be a fall risk.
But he can
But everybody in the fucking
I can kick out the
60s
jams.
had a habit. This shocking,
Well,
man.
people are losing their minds on the phones. They're like, I will pay $25 for this song if it goes to this guy.
Okay.
Well, I mean, if you join us for the homeless shopping spree next Thursday, you're going to meet Mustard.
I got 45 cents in my pocket. I'll take the $25.
Yeah, you should bring some fucking CDs with you.
I don't got them. There's a girl, an NYU student named Tara.
Right.
Or Tara. Katara. Like Tara.
Yeah.
Katara. She does a radio show on the NYU station.
Okay.
She has my music.
Jesus.
She has it.
Mustard, what the F?
She's probably
Fucking
selling it.
Mustard,
Make
man.
sure she's not selling your fucking music, Mustard.
That is the
You're
shit.
making $1 million off of Crazy Mustard's fucking
Crazy
great
Mustard.
fucking songs.
Did you ever do like a fucking music thing with the case opened up and people toss some cash in
Oh, yeah.
there?
Yeah. I make more money sitting on the street crying.
Are you shitting me?
No.
Than just some fucking talent, showing
Yeah.
some sheer
I
talent.
make more money just sitting on a piece of cardboard crying to myself.
Crying to
Do you
yourself.
do the fake cry, or is it real?
No, it's real.
No, because some of the guys, I mean, you got to be honest, they,
No,
they
it's
have
real.
an
I got
act.
a lot of emotion in me.
But
And you just kind of just let your emotions get the better of you.
That is a horrible thing, passing by a homeless guy who's crying. If you don't give money, you're a fucking... You're
Piece of
really
shit.
piece of shit.
By the
You
way,
really are a piece of shit.
By the way, DeRosa just canceled his album release party.
That's why Joe is shutting up.
He was eating a banana and just threw it down real hard. He fucking
DeRosa, you talentless piece of shit.
Keith, what do you got?
Well, when you talk about even like guys
got a home.
faking it,
God
and shit
damn
like
it.
that. We had a guy who used to sit downtown, and every day he collected $175. He sat on the same corner every day.
Holy
Lived in
shit.
Brooklyn,
Righteous
had a house,
dogs.
had 2 kids in college. That's what he did.
And that
the
was his
same,
job,
The
just-
same
And it
morons.
was fake, right?
It was fake. Every day, the same
They are
morons
out
would
there,
come.
the
And he
fake
said,
guys.
I take $175 6
Cash.
days a week.
Where did
in
he
cash.
sit? Where did he sit?
Pretty close to where you guys hang out downtown. And
God,
I don't
so
make
you
that
figure he was making $1,000 or maybe a little more in cash a week, and he had 2 kids in college. That's how he put them through. And he said the same people come give me money every day.
Now, Mustard, do you do any covers?
Yeah.
What do you do? Hold on. What do you want to do?
You'll recognize this.
Okay, Mustard.
It's a great anthem of my youth.
I think we know this
Oh
one.
shit! I want to hear this interpretation.
When you hit a fall, could look you in the eyes. You flow like a feather, and your skin it make me cry. You're just like an angel in this beautiful world. You're so fucking special. I wish I was special, but I'm a creep. I'm a widow. What the hell am I doing here when I don't belong here? It's okay if it hurts. Don't wanna have control. I want a perfect body. I want me one of those brand new perfect songs. I said I want you to notice when I'm not around. Yeah. You're so fucking special. I wish I was special. But I'm a creep. I'm a little. What the hell am I doing here? When I don't belong here. I don't belong here. I don't belong here. What the fuck am I doing here? When I don't belong here. Whatever makes you happy. Whatever you want. You're so fucking special. I wish I was special.
Jesus, Mustard, what the fuck?
Wow.
We got to clean your shit up, man.
Damn.
Now I'm damn depressed. You know something? That is the best interpretation of that song I've heard besides Radiohead.
You would
What
win.
the fuck?
You would absolutely win on Idol American.
Yeah, but then you might contractually obligated to be an asshole for 10 years or something. Dude, do I really want to do that?
That choked me up a little bit.
Dude, what the fuck? You should be playing
Checks me up
music.
too. Checks me up too.
You should be playing every fucking night. What are we
Amazing.
going to do here, Mustard?
I don't. When I first
Like
came to
amazing.
New York, I did. I played some gigs. I played some places.
Can you
you've
stay
heard
away
of.
from the vodka a little bit to get some shit done?
What about that? You know, I lost all this shit. I was sober. I was sober when all this
Whoa,
shit
whoa, whoa.
happened.
Yeah, we're all... Here, take my money. Here, throw that to him,
Somebody
Patrice.
spot me. I don't have any
I
cash
need
on
some
me.
money.
Oh, Jesus, Joe. What the fuck?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, thank
Mustard, you just
Yeah,
collected a
some
nice little fucking bundle.
God
Joe,
damn,
Joe,
yo.
we'll give you money too, trust me.
Just no, we're splitting.
We're
We're
headed,
splitting.
okay.
Splitting.
No, wait,
Thank you.
but Mustard said something in there.
I would fucking-
I thought that it went bad because of the vodka. He goes, no, I lost this shit before I started drinking. You,
All
what, you
this
just
shit
got bored?
All this shit happened really more because of depression than anything else. I wasn't until I came to New York that I started the drinking, really. I mean, I had my first drink when I was 10 years old. Don't get me wrong. I've been drinking all my life.
Yeah.
But when all this shit went down, no, I was pretty much sober. You know, every once in a while, but no.
Dude, I
it's
would
not till I
download his
it's not till I
songs.
hit the streets that I start drinking every day and drinking
I
the
would
way that I do.
fucking-
I drink a liter of vodka every day.
A liter of vodka.
A liter of vodka every day.
I see it
I
in
have to just to be
And
reasonable.
it's
just to be
about,
straight.
it's almost coming, Ant. Ant's hard. And Anthony's hard. 'Cause
Dude,
Anthony got a
that
cry
guy-
in him. He got a cry in
That
him.
guy is fucking
No, Anthony was
like,
blown away. by
He's
the
fucking,
music that
there's
came
some
out of
tears
Mustard.
on the fucking
there's
way,
too
man,
much
somehow.
talent there.
That talent is ridiculous.
It's no bullshit, right?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just,
It's no
That's
bullshit.
the fucking real deal.
I mean, a very creative guy, obviously, this Mustard. Jesus.
Out of all this depression bullshit, that's what came out of it as I started writing music. I didn't used to do this.
Yeah, but your
you know.
interpretation of that song fucking
good.
rocked.
Yeah.
And he
Yeah,
had
yeah.
confidence because I'm like, wait, we'll pick the fucking song. He goes, don't worry about it. I got
you'll
it.
like this. You'll check
no
a fucking,
doubt. Yeah, no
shut up,
doubt.
DJ.
Oh, he shut
I
my
got
ass
this.
up. He shut my ass up.
Doom-da-doom. Doom-doom-doom-doom-da-doom.
I swear to God, if you got shit on iTunes, dude,
Oh, yeah.
I would download
I'm on
a whole
YouTube.
fucking CD.
People
of your
keep telling me
shit.
they see me on YouTube, but I haven't seen it.
Really?
Yeah, I'm on YouTube somewhere.
Has your name been Mustard for a long time?
Well, my name is Daniel Mustard, Daniel Jonathan Mustard, DJ Mustard,
DJ
Dijon
Mustard?
Mustard. How retarded is that? Yeah, I
pretty
know,
fucking
I know,
retarded,
right?
yeah.
I'm gonna kick my mother for that one. No, I go by the moniker Saint Hollywood. Saint as Saint Hollywood is I really actually from Hollywood, California. I was born in Hollywood, California.
Right.
Do we got one more time to hear him say? Can I have a request? Do you do any Nirvana?
No.
No? Shit.
What
I'd
about,
like to hear
I'd
some
rather
little
sing you
Teen
Otis.
Spirit.
I'd rather sing you Otis than Kurt, to be honest.
Otis Redding?
Some Otis Redding.
Oh, you know she's weary. Young girls, they do get weary. Wearing that same old shaggy dress. But while she get weary, come on, try a little tenderness.
You know what? I bet you the liquor, I bet you 10 years ago you stunk. That liquor probably
Roughed up that voice a little bit?
something to
Roughed
his
up the
voice.
voice?
Yep, and the motherfucker's
whiskey.
brilliant.
Yeah, I used to,
When he was
whiskey,
straight.
vodka, and lots of cigarettes.
All I want to do is listen to him play now, man.
I
don't know what to do.
We have fucking like bands, established musicians. They come in, they play a song, and they're like, let's get them the fuck out of here. Like, I just want to hear you fucking play shit.
Can we play another song?
That's fucking
Can we play another song?
I got no problem.
I don't
with
give a
this
shit.
one.
People seem to be loving it out there.
It
This is
fucking
Mustard, one of our
sounds
homeless
great.
guys. Let me set it up. Mustard will be on the homeless shopping spree next Thursday.
Yeah.
Make sure you check him
We
out at the
run right
mall.
to the Apple store or whatever to fucking get him shit to sing.
Yeah, no shit.
Tentatively as I've been tied, I'd say if I had dug it, so I guess I could've known better. By the time I figure out the way, I figure out the star on a study forever. And if you wanted to get it right, you wanted to risk, you got to stick to the ladder. But as I'm looking in this face tonight, instead of wicked luck, I see you start to untether. And I say, what I've been, caught I've been, should I've been the only one you want. But I can't get my shit together, but I can't get my shit to. Caught I've been, should I've been, would I've been the only one you want. But I can't get my shit, but I can't get my shit together, yeah, yeah. But I can't get my shit together. But I can't get my shit together. Oh, I fucked it up. Sensitively as I've been bound, I bet if I was to bet, I bet I could've known better. But by the time you turn around, it's set and everything you get just got to top of the ladder. And if you wanted to get it right, if you wanted to risk, you got to stick to the, you got to stick to the. And as I'm looking at that space tonight, instead of where the light, I see you start to untether. I said, what I've been, caught I've been, should I've been the only one you want. But I can't get it to, but I can't get my shit together. Should I've been, caught I've been, would I've been the only one you want. But I can't get it now, but I can't get my shit to now. But I can't get my, but I can't get my shit together. But I can't get my, but I can't get my shit together. But I can't get my, but I can't get my shit together. But I can't get my, but I can't get my shit done. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, ha, 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 yeah. What I've been, caught I've been, should I've been.
Holy
Fucking
Jesus Christ.
I gotta tell you this, man. Simon Cowell fucking discovered Susan Boyle. Well, we discovered Mustard.
Yeah.
There's not some traffic studio we could just sit him in all day and give him his own channel or something? I mean,
He's only
Cindy got any water?
tracks from an album. he just did 3 tracks.
Yeah.
That's what, 7 more?
Oh, I got more. I got more. I got more. You want
God damn.
I got more. Thank you
Mustard.
very much.
Mustard, I will say this right now.
Is fucked.
I will say this right now. I will fund a CD, no problem. I will fucking get a CD made.
I have musicians. I even have an engineer. All I need is
We
money.
got True Boogie. We got a really good engineer for real.
Oh, okay, okay, fine, let's do it.
I mean, if
I'm
you
ready,
have
let's
no
go.
one else, I will fucking fund. I will put money forward so this fucking guy gets
I'm
a
only
CD out
laughing because
there.
I don't.
And you know what, Mustard? I don't
That
want
was
to.
great. He got up and like sat down.
I
over
know.
there, like-
Mustard, I don't even want to send from the CD, but I will fund.
I hope during the session he's all drunk and he bites you.
With him and his friends
Watch
who play
out, I'm a
spoons.
biter.
He's gonna bring
We
his fucking
understand.
musicians play spoons and they just talk inside of cups. Mustard, we need
A jug. Somebody playing a jug.
Somebody play a jug.
It's a fucking jug band, right? Right.
Ham bone, have you heard? He goes to fund it. He gets in the studio. Mustard goes, shut the fuck up, Ope. I got this. Ham bone, have you heard?
You know what? I'm
gonna buy you a mockingbird.
I'll take that chance. I'll take that chance. Although it didn't work out well when we got Grey Wolf in the studio. Let's not forget. Let's not forget the Shelter Me man.
Audition,
that fucking Shelter Me. That fucking Shelter Me needed one more verse, and we had a massive hit on our hands.
People are fucked
right, and we tried for years to get that second verse, and it never happened. Motherfucker!
He gets in the studio, and Obi goes, "This is it, man!" And he just screams and just starts hitting everybody with the guitar. I'm mustard, motherfucker!
Hey,
I've beat people with guitars. I've done that a couple times. Yes. That's happened.
You want to play the songs you were playing? These are the fucking songs.
You're not supposed to be. Fucking throws vodka on you and lights you on fire.
I'll fucking take that chance.
The clock is ticking, fucking money ticking off.
And Joe's sitting there going, "You don't know the real fucking mustard.
You have no fucking idea. No fucking idea."
Joe's like, "Whatever. Wait till you see what happens."
Joe's going, "Stupid white boy."
White boy, you think the
I'm a cracker-ass cracker. Put on a t-shirt, cracker-ass cracker.
Oh shit, Opie's so fucking touched. I can't wait till he goes in and mustard flips out. And he pays for studio time. And he tries to choke her with a guitar string.
Oh, that's an interesting idea. I've never tried that.
Fold into the drum kit.
This motherfucker's too talented to not have something happen.
Yeah,
mustard's an ass some kind of way.
Did you try to get shit on CD? What happened over the years?
I have a CD. I have a couple of demos.
Yeah, but we don't know how to get it.
Yeah, well, I have it in my pocket.
Yeah, you have a couple in your pocket. I remember last night.
No, I have the original in my pocket. You can't have it, but you can try to play it if you want. Well, then there's the girl.
I'd rather hear you live,
the
man.
girl. She has
I'd rather hear you live. You got a nice raw sound. Hey,
it's in there somewhere. I don't know if you really want to hear it.
Anthony and I are huge fans of Alice in Chains. You got any Alice in here?
I don't play Lame, but I don't play Alice, but I love Alice.
Okay, all right. I was just asking.
In the box.
Right. Well, the Creep did it. The Creep
was a great version of that.
No, Lane is one of the great losses, I think. Lane Staley, Shannon Hoon, Kurt, obviously, Elliott Smith. You know, these are people I wish I had a chance to know. You know. And now they're gone.
Do you have a guitar on the street all the time?
No.
How do you write these songs, man?
Well, you know, you get in Washington Square Park. This is Washington Square Park. In 1941, Woody Guthrie. You know Woody Guthrie?
Yeah.
Woody Guthrie came to Washington Square Park in 1941. He slept in that park. He lived in that park. He ate in that park. He shit in that park. He fucked in that park. He bled in that park. So have I. And he brought to the world what is known as American folk music. When Bob Dylan came to New York, he came to New York looking for Woody Guthrie. Where did he find Woody Guthrie? Washington Square Park. Joan Baez, Patti Smith, William S. Burroughs. There's a mural in a supermarket on LaGuardia and Bleecker that features a bunch of people. Except there's Edgar Allan Poe and Mark Twain have no business being in the mural. But everybody else in that mural are all people who have lived in and around Washington Square Park or the Village, you know, what's known as Greenwich Village. When I came to New York, the book I was reading was Bob Dylan's Chronicles. And it's all about how, when he first came to New York. And so that's what I did. I came to Washington Square Park, you know. I thought that's what you do.
You know what's fucked up? You remember the great late Tippy Tom. We saw Tippy fucked up first. Then we saw him sober when he was in the hospital. Remember that?
Of course.
And we were like, holy shit. So here's the problem.
I know there's a problem. I'm not stupid.
Now, we are seeing Mustard.
I'm willing to take that chance.
We are seeing Mustard at the top of his game right now.
Yeah.
Sober, fucking...
I'm not sober, but I'm not fucked up. I'm not fucked up. Yeah.
When he's fucked up, I bet you wouldn't even fucking recognize him.
I'm an animal. I'm an asshole. I'm such an asshole.
Keith?
14 hours ago, he was a little difficult to deal with.
There's
24-hour day. What's the percentage that he
12 cops to hold me down one day. 12 cops to hold me down.
Oh, that's great.
12 cops.
This
was like a year ago. This was like a year ago.
Is this an aberration right here, or is this regular?
He's pretty good. I mean, we had a long conversation last night, and I tried the technique today where
he gave me half a
$20 bill in his pocket from last night because I did have to kind of convince him
to come down.
If you make it 6 hours from now to when I need you in the morning, I'll give you the other half a $20 bill.
Listen, your only chance, motherfucker, is to fucking do the album now.
I know, that's what I'm starting to think.
It's either
D-Boy around?
Either do it now or the whole band the backup band has to be a SWAT team. Just in case shit goes off, you gotta have a riot squad as the band.
Do this album right fucking now.
Where's the other half of 20? Let me tape it together for you. So
All right. Now, Mustard, what are the odds you're going to be in the homeless shopping spree next Thursday?
Oh, I think I'm going to go. I think I'm going to bring some people with me, too, right?
Yeah, he's gonna. You know what? Like what we were talking about. How last week I had a little difficulty, and Liquor Man and the other fellows with him were kind of standby sort of guys because, like the first time we did it back at NEW. When we got to the radio station and they were scared because they thought it was the setup.
The setup.
Guys like Joe and guys like Mustard, they're like ambassadors now because they're going to go out and they were here today and they got $90 in their pocket. They're buying the booze today. Let's be honest. They're going to go buy the booze today.
I'm buying the 15-16.
So when he's sitting there with the 15-16 and they're all drinking and he's talking about how he went on the radio. People are now going to look for me, the rest of the week until
it's a good fucking thing. It's like, it
really is, man.
Hang out.
It's
a fun day. Everybody goes out, gets some fucking coats, whatever you need for the winter. I mean, I'm not making any promises, but I swear to God, I wouldn't be surprised someone buys you a fucking guitar.
Right.
That's
Our listeners are fucking, pretty.
That's what I need.
You know what's hilarious?
This one, I like this one.
What's hilarious is I've never seen two more lax homeless guys. You're trying to convince a homeless guy to go on a fucking shopping spree right now.
It's like,
You gotta go get the free shit? It might go down. I don't know. Whatever.
Well, honestly, can I respond to that? Honestly, it's an interesting thing. You get what you need. Whether you want to send me to the mall or not. I sit there on the sidewalk, and it's amazing to me. Yesterday I needed gloves, so I walked into McDonald's, and somebody left a pair of gloves there. You find what you need. You cannot go hungry. People always bring you food. There's soup kitchens all over the city.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to ask you, man. Do you ever have to eat out of the trash cans, or is that like old school?
I have. No, I have. Mostly what I do is during lunchtime I'll sit in the park and I'll watch people eat, and then when they're done, I'll be like, "Are you going to finish that?" Or I'll wait till they throw it away and just,
You're hoping you get it before it hits the garbage,
Yeah,
right?
but these days, now, I just sit in front of McDonald's. Again, I just sit in front of McDonald's. I get, somebody bought me a whole Angus, the Angus, the restaurant-style burger they have. The whole caboot, the fries and Coke and the whole thing.
They just think everybody's going to buy 15-16 with the money that they give.
Right, so they want to feed you.
Fucking feed
they want to feed you. Because they don't want to give you money because they think you're going to spend it on booze or heroin.
And to back up Anthony from earlier, when you see Mustard, don't be confused. It's not Eastside Dave. It's Mustard.
I know.
Yeah, somebody was saying there's some guy
because Eastside Dave wants to do the homeless shopping spree, but we already got one now, Dave. This guy looks like you with a long beard.
Yeah. Looks like he's a little bit more.
I want to finish my story about Washington Square Park.
Yeah, go, man.
My first night in Washington Square Park, I met a man named Looters Massilian. I love that I get to say his name on the radio. Looters Massilian is an old crazy, and now he's a crazy wingbat. He's the kind of guy you want. He's obsessed with something called psychokinetics. He believes that his entire life, everything he does is controlled by doctors and mind waves, sound waves. They're controlling him, and everything he does is somebody else's responsibility. He's an incredible guitar player, though. But he thinks he wrote Sympathy for the Devil.
Really?
And he gave it to Mick Jagger. He thinks he wrote.
The dude from The Soloist.
He probably did. Tippy Tom tells a story about a very famous musician that he swears is true, and we believe Tippy Tom.
What's the story?
Can I suggest an idea for the homeless
I'm just
shopping
saying
spree?
that I wouldn't be surprised if the story he just told is
some more incentive for him to stay sober. Is that he gives one of those circle concerts right in the middle of this mall believe me. And you get him an amp and a fucking guitar, and he does a few songs in the middle. Just give a concert.
Yeah, maybe a Christmas song or
and the other homeless guys, ready? He comes early. He does a fucking concert. And that's the fucking money. And the other homeless guys go around with hats, collect all the money that fucking Mustard is getting from his music, and they spend the money with that shit.
Yeah.
They make the money with
remember all that work.
Because Mustard is the work, motherfucker. What's Joe do? Beatbox?
Maybe Joe does.
Give me a beat, Joe. Give me a beat.
Come on, Buddy Joe, let's do this shit. The fuck is wrong with
I love
Joe?
how Patrice just beat me up about the CD thing, and then you came up with that logical scenario.
But it keeps
Also,
him-
we're going to give him a weapon at the mall.
He just runs through it. Beats a woman in the head at the Fendi store.
Yeah, give him a 40-pound guitar with a long handle on the end of it.
we should take a break. Joe and Mustard definitely going to be at the homeless shopping spree next Thursday. Man, this thing just got pumped up to another level.
Yeah.
Next Thursday, we're going to announce them all on Monday. We're doing afternoon drive, so you can check it out on the radio as these guys shop and do their thing. And Mustard will probably play a few songs in the mall. We'll figure it all out.
Yep.
You want? Do you have one more cover you could play us to break with, Mustard? Or are we overdoing
I don't actually
it?
do a lot of covers, but I could do another original if you'd like.
Yeah, your originals are good. What the fuck? Why not?
I used to do a bunch of covers, but I forget them, you know?
Yeah, I hear you. All right, this is Mustard as we go to break. We'll continue with Patrice and Joe DeRosa in a minute or two.
And I've been out of my head. I've been crazy for days. I've been lazy in my human ways. And I've been left here for dead. I've been constantly crazed. I've been pestered and pondered and appraised. Haven't taught myself to had to force myself to talk. And I've been at it for days. I've been down here since 2. But I'm still stuck in the middle with you. Hard to say why I sang sad songs. Hard to say why you think to sing along. Hard to say what I'm on about. But maybe, baby, I could do without. Now it's not up for debate. Let's not open the floor. 'Cause baby, you know we've both been here once or twice before. But we got here too late. Yeah, the hours they're through. And I'm still stuck in the middle with you. Hard to say why I sang sad songs. Hard to say why you think I sang low. Hard to say what I'm on about. But maybe, baby, I could do without. Hard to say why I sing sad songs. Hard to say why you think to sing along. Hard to say what I'm on about. But maybe, baby, I could do it.